How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another Huge Quiz US City Name Link Challenge. Today, I'm going for the perfect score. Now, I'm playing a slightly different version of the quiz today, where only cities with 100,000 people or more are included. The quiz works the same way as last time, though, where you're trying to name the closest city that starts with the last letter of the last city you named. However, they're not going to be that close to each other in a lot of cases, so the distance estimation, that's the hard part. Thanks for joining me today. Let's go full screen and start with Chicago. Now, if you guys want to see me try to get 0 points on this quiz, which I've heard is pretty fun to try to do, make sure to leave a like on the video. If we get 1,000 likes on this one, I will do that next time. Alright, let's put in Chicago here. I'm excited, guys. This is going to be so much fun. We got 15 minutes on the clock, and closest city to Chicago starting with O. The quiz gives you Omaha as the example in the instructions, but I don't think that's the answer, because I'm looking at the Kansas City area, and that looks a little bit closer to Chicago, eyeballing it. And on the Kansas side, there's Overland Park. So I think that's going to be it. It might be Omaha, I might be bad. Well, I'm going to do that one. Let's go, it is. Alright, so now this ends with K. And Kansas City is there, that's good. However, there are 2 of them. So that's not good. And eyeballing it, they look exactly the same distance away. Like, that's insane. How am I supposed to know, bro? I'm going to do the Kansas one, because we're in Kansas. That's actually probably how it works, right? Let's see. Kansas City, Kansas. Huge. 100 points. That is the maximum score, by the way. So Kansas City ends with Y. Oh no. So this is where the distance thing I was talking about comes into play. Because there are literally only 2 options. Yuma, Arizona, Yonkers, New York. And we're like perfectly between them. Oh, this is a joke. Is it gonna be Yonkers? If you zoom out, I feel like that helps you estimate better. They still look so similar. I think it's Yonkers though. Yonkers, New York, please. Huge, man. Let's go, let's go. Okay, so Yonkers ends with S. So what is up here? Now we're on the East Coast. Oh, Stanford's there. Surely it's Stanford. There's nothing else closer than that. I'm sure of it. Yeah, good. Stanford ends with D, so there's Danbury, Connecticut, which is right there. Is that 100K though? I'm not sure. Apparently not. Okay. So we're probably going to be taken pretty far away again, because there's nothing else northeast that can work. Darien, Connecticut. No. Never that. Detroit. Dayton, Ohio. Durham, North Carolina. That maybe beats all of those. Yeah, eyeballing it, that looks closer. Okay, I'm going to do Durham. Good. Okay, M now. What starts with M? See, I thought it was going to be easier to think of cities as well, but I'm struggling with that too. Myrtle Beach, that's not 100K. Oh, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Macon, Georgia. Oh, I bet it's Macon. Yeah, Macon. Good, okay, that ends with N, so there's Nashville, Tennessee. That's not that close if you think about it. So what else could it be? Is there anything? Oh yeah, North Charleston. That's a sneaky one. That is over 100K. I think that's got to be the answer then. Yeah, wow, okay. But that also ends with N, starts and ends with N. So could this one take us over to Nashville now? It could. Although, now we're like on the coast, so we're even farther away. Ah, yes, Norfolk, Virginia's there. So that's definitely closer. Looking at it, yeah, Norfolk. Come on. Big, man. Let's go. This is stressful, man. We got 10 minutes left. We're 8 cities in. By the way, guys, there is a 25K plus city version of this quiz. Sort of a middle ground from this one compared to the one where any city is possible. Let me know in the comments what city you want me to start from if I do that quiz in the video. Top 3 most liked comment suggestions. I will play all of those in a video next time. Anyway, back to this. This ends with K, which is a kind of rare letter. We have Kansas City, Missouri. Knoxville, Tennessee. That's got to be Knoxville. Yes, good. That ends with E, another kind of rare letter, especially over 100K. So there's Evansville, Indiana, which is pretty close. And again, like, I just don't think there's anything else in any of these states. It's gotta be Evansville. Right? Yes, okay. And that also ends with E. So many times these cities end with E for this quiz, and there's just like not many options. So we're really limited here. Elgin, Illinois, actually. Pretty close. Similar situation where there's just not gonna be anything else. It's Elgin. It's Elgin, yeah. That ends with N. Come on, there's gotta be something. Naperville! Ah, it's Naperville. Naperville makes it on the quiz. Congrats. And that gives us another E. That's just great, man. We're really limited. We used Elgin, Evansville, Erie, Pennsylvania. Oh, come on. How is that not the answer? Do I need to put the comma? No, that's just not the answer. What? I thought that was 100K. Wow. Okay, so is there anything else east? There's like Edison, New Jersey. I guess that could be it, because otherwise we're gonna go out to like El Paso. I think it's Edison, New Jersey. Kind of an intriguing one, right? And that is it. Surely now, ending with N, it's New York, right? It's gotta be New York. No, 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 it's Newark. Dude, that would have been disastrous if I put in New York. But now I'm worried I'm missing another township in New Jersey. These damn townships here. They're so annoying for these quizzes, but I think it's gotta be Newark. Yeah, it is. Okay. And another K, bro. Anything in PA? No. Anything in New York? No. Is there something northeast? No, surely not. Okay, where are we going now? Kent, Ohio? Does that have 100,000 people? I have no idea. I don't think it does, right? No, there's no way. Oh, the time is ticking down. I'm just looking at the map trying to think what the heck it could be. We've used Knoxville. Are we gonna go to Kansas City, Missouri here? We might. I just really hope I'm not forgetting something. I'm doing it. That was it. That was it. Okay, now we have Y again. And we've used Yonkers, which means it has to be Yuma, which ends with A and is also very far away. So this is very interesting now. What is going to be the answer? So let's think about it. There's Anaheim in California. I feel like that's the best option there. But then in Arizona, there's Avondale. I don't know if that's 100K. If it is, that's definitely the answer. So I'm going to try Avondale. That's not 100K. Okay, is it Anaheim then? Oh, Anaheim, please. That's it, that's it. Okay, that ends with M. So what do we do? Is Mission Viejo 100K? No way. Moreno Valley's there. That's pretty close. Is that closer than Murrieta? Yeah. But I'm worried of like one of these random smaller LA suburbs that is actually 100K and I just don't even know. Montebello? There's no way that's 100K. I think it's Moreno Valley. And actually, if that's the case, that ends with Y and that might end the quiz. Yeah, I'm curious how this works because we won't have any more options. That was it. Game over. No remaining cities to start with Y. But that's only 1,800 points. We still could have named 7 more cities. No. So we gotta try again and start from a different point. But I'm really proud of this. We got every single right answer in this chain. But again, we gotta do a chain that has 25 cities. Stick around, guys. Let's see if we can do it. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video and the content on my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Once we get to 66666, which is 2/3 of the way to 100K, I will do another huge quiz live stream. Thank you, everybody, and back to the quiz. Checking on the high scores here, people have gotten 2,500, so it is possible. We just gotta start in the right place. It's hard to predict, though, like what cities you're gonna be taken to. So I'm just gonna start in the biggest city I haven't been to in the country, which is Houston, Texas. Let's just see how it goes. Houston, Texas ends with N. What is in Texas with N? There's New Braunfels. I don't think that's 100K, but this area is growing so fast. I feel like I need to try it, just in case. Let's see. Wow, apparently it is. That's crazy, bro. Good thing I tried. Now this ends with S, so the answer is undoubtedly San Antonio. It just has to be, yeah. San Antonio ends with O. Oh my god. Odessa, Texas. Is that 100K? Again, if it is, we have to try. It'll be the answer. Yep, ending with A. Ooh, that's an interesting one. So Abilene versus Amarillo. Amarillo is probably a little farther. Like Abilene's here, I think. Abilene. Good, and that ends with E. I'm surprised we haven't left Texas yet. Interesting, isn't it? But E might take us out of it. I don't think there's something with E here. Is there anything by DFW? Not with 100K, right? Euless is not 100K. Okay. Oh, wait, no, we're gonna stay in Texas. El Paso. Surely, man. Yeah, and that also ends with O, so I think we're definitely gonna leave Texas now. To where? I don't know. Maybe Oklahoma City? And that beats out the Kansas stuff. Overland Park, Olathe. I'm gonna do Oklahoma City. Is there something else in Texas, though? I'd be really sad if there is. Oklahoma City. That's it, that's it. And why? So now, I think it's gonna be Yuma over Yonkers. Because we're much farther west than Overland Park. And also south, too. It's Yuma. Now we're kind of repeating the chain. We know it was Anaheim after Yuma. Anaheim, California, and then it was Moreno Valley. But then we're gonna carry on to Yonkers because we haven't used it yet. This is so interesting. So yeah, that's the answer. Now it's gonna be Yonkers. Wow. And now we carry on the chain from last time again. So now it's Stanford, we know that. And then Durham, North Carolina. And then it was Macon, Georgia. And then North Charleston. Dude, this is wild. Norfolk, Virginia. And then that took us to Knoxville. Knoxville, Tennessee. Guys, 9 more cities left. I think we might win, just like repeating the last answers. I mean, it kind of works out this way, because you're always going to be taken to Yuma and Yonkers, because there's always a city ending with Y. Alright, carrying on. We have plenty of time. We can just kind of chill. Evansville, Indiana, Elgin, Illinois, Naperville, and then it was... what was next? Wait, how did I already forget what it was? Oh, it was Edison, New Jersey. Edison, New Jersey. Okay. And then it was Newark. And then I think we went to Kansas City, right? Yeah. This is insane. No. Wait, what happened? First of all, how did I get 100 points? Because I accidentally put the Kansas one in. Isn't Kansas City, Missouri closer? I guess it was generous and gave me the 100, but that ends with Y. We're burnt out of cities again. We made it 22 in. How do you do this without using both Yuma and Yonkers? I don't know. We gotta try again. You know what? I'm gonna start from Anchorage. I'm feeling crazy. I just want to see what happens when you do Anchorage, because you definitely leave Alaska. I mean, it's literally the only 100K city here anyway. All right, so that will take us to the West Coast. I think Everett, Washington. Yeah, that's 100K. Should be. Good. And that ends with T. Tacoma. Tacoma's there. Alright, this is easy so far. Ending with A. I know there's Auburn, Washington. I don't think it's 100K, but you gotta try. Because if it is, that's the answer. It's not. So then it won't be anything in Oregon. There's nothing in Idaho, Montana. So I think we're taking down to California. I think it's gonna be Antioch, right? Art and Arcade, I think, is 100K, but it's not actually an incorporated city. So I don't think it'll work. I think it's Antioch. Let's see. Excellent. So far, so good. Ending with H for Antioch as well. We need this kind of unique stuff to avoid getting into the loops from last time. So yeah, this ends with H. Hayward, California is right there. 100% has to be the one. Yeah, and then ending with D, there's Daly City across the bay. So that's gonna be it, right? Is that not 100,000? I really thought it was. Weird, okay. Danville or Dublin? Both of those I don't think are 100K, but we gotta try. Nope. So, there's nothing in the Central Valley, really. Is it gonna be an LA suburb? Oh, there's Downey there. That might be the one. But that ends with Y. Oh no! Don't like that. Nah, this is bringing us to the loop again. Wait. Because we're gonna get Yuma. Anaheim. Moreno Valley. And then Yonkers. Oh. We're back to the loop. Let's see how far we get. Stamford, Connecticut. Durham, North Carolina. I've kind of started to memorize this list now. Macon, Georgia. North Charleston. And then Norfolk. Knoxville. Evansville. Elgin. Naperville. Edison. I always forget that one. Edison. Newark. It's the chain again. We're gonna go Newark, Kansas City, and that's it. We made it 21. You gotta be kidding. I thought Anchorage would break the chain. Fourth time's the charm. Let's see. I'm gonna start with Boston this time. Let's go for it. Boston, Mass ends with N. What is here? There's gotta be something close. Oh, New Bedford. That's gotta be it. Yes, okay, that ends with D, so we know Danbury is the biggest city with D in New England, and that's not 100K. So this should take us also to Durham, North Carolina, which is not good. Although, maybe it is good, because now we're on the first attempts chain, but we haven't used one of our Y cities yet. Okay, maybe this is good. Deja vu, again, Macon, North Charleston. At what point do we break the chain here? Because now we go to Norfolk, Virginia, Knoxville. This is just ridiculous, isn't it, guys? Evansville, Elgin, Naperville, and then Edison, New Jersey. Okay, so we're gonna get past the Kansas City one now, because we get Newark, and then we go to Kansas City. But now we get to put in Yonkers. It's available. I think we might have done it, guys. I think Boston was the way to go. So we'll get Yonkers, and then Stamford. But then that breaks the chain. We don't get to go to Durham now. So I think we have to go to Detroit. Oh, okay. Yeah, it should be Detroit. It is. And we have to be careful because Toledo's there. But is there a suburb of Detroit with 100K that starts with T? There's Troy, Michigan, which I don't think is 100K. So I do think it is Toledo. Let's see. Yes. Toledo ends with O. Nah, you can do this. You can do this. Where are we going? Did we go to Overland Park again? I mean, that was the closest to Chicago. Yeah, I think so. Come on. Yes. Yes. All right. And Kansas City, Kansas. We're gonna use up a Y after this. Kansas City, Kansas, that takes us then to Yuma, because we used Yonkers already. Oh, but wait, how far does Yuma take us? No, I thought I had it. We're gonna break the chain at Moreno Valley again. Oh. Anaheim and Moreno Valley. This only got us to 20. Unbelievable, guys. Where do I start? Do I do Florida? I'm gonna do Florida, bro. Miami. That's gonna be interesting, actually, because that ends with I, so hopefully that takes us to, like, really far away and just different chains. Like, there's nothing with I think we have to go to Indianapolis. Surely we do. Yeah, that's perfect score. Okay, new chain. S takes us maybe to South Bend. Is that closer than Springfield, Illinois? Ooh. Yeah, definitely. So South Bend. That ends with D, and we're over in this part of the country, so maybe Detroit. Although Dearborn is west of Detroit, and that has 100K, so it's Dearborn, unless I'm missing something. Whoa, okay. So that ends with N. That might take us to Naperville. Thinking back to the other attempts, I think so. There's nothing in Ohio. Yeah, Naperville. And then that's sort of reverse from last time. Now we go to Elgin from Naperville. Now we can't do Naperville after Elgin, so it's a different N city. So we might actually hop all the way down to Nashville now. That's kind of wild. There's nothing else for it to be, though. That's it. Evansville is still possible, though. Haven't used that one up yet, so we'll get Evansville for E. But that also ends with E. Elgin's used up. So now we'll go over to Edison, New Jersey. From past attempts, we know that. And a familiar chain now. Newark, New Jersey. That brought us to... Oh, wait, we haven't used Knoxville yet. Oh, no, this will take us to Knoxville now. Weird. That ends with E. Is there something else east with E? There is Elizabeth, New Jersey. Is that ever 100K? It might be. Because otherwise I think we're heading to El Paso. I'm going to try Elizabeth in case it is. Elizabeth. Oh my god, that was. That ends with H. What? So there's Hoboken. Is that 100K? No, it's not. There is Hamilton Township, New Jersey, though. That might be the one. Let's see. It doesn't take Hamilton. It's not 100K. Okay, so where the hell are we going then? Hartford? I think it's Hartford. Wow. That's so interesting. Hartford. It is. All right. That ends with D, so it's sort of like Stamford. Do we go to Durham again, or is it Detroit now? Because we're farther north. Oh my god, I don't know. I think it's Durham again. If it was for Stamford, it'll be for this too, right? Yes. Oh my god. Come on, we still haven't used any of the Y cities, right? This is great. We're halfway done, and this is what we needed. Okay, now we go back to the familiar path for a bit. We go to Macon, Georgia, North Charleston, then Norfolk, but we've used Knoxville, because this ends with K. So we're past Knoxville, we go to Kansas City, right? Yep. And then that hops us over to Yonkers. And then that takes us to Stamford. And we've already used Durham. So now we go to Detroit after Stamford. I think we're gonna get this, guys. We only have 5 more cities. I think we're gonna get it. Detroit will surely take us to Toledo. Yes. Yes, so that ends with O. So then we'll go to Overland Park. Guys, we might have won. 3 more, we got it, because the chain is gonna take us to Yuma, Anaheim, Moreno Valley. We got it. Kansas City. Kansas City, Kansas. And then that takes us to Yuma. Wait, have we used Yonkers yet? We did. Yuma. We got it, guys. We're gonna win. Anaheim. Let's go, yes! Miami was the place to start. Oh, 2,500 points. Thanks for watching this quiz. It's been a lot of fun. This was crazy. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.